Hey guys, Mark again. We're on to the next model or way of looking at the creative process. This one comes from author Robert Fritz, who wrote the book Creating. And he has 9 stages for his process, although I don't know if I'd consider each one a stage per se. And this kind of focuses on taking action and making things, creating things. So it gets a little broader. But the 9 stages are, I'll try and get this right. Stage 1 is conception. Stage 2 is vision. Stage 3 is current reality. Stage 4 is taking action. Stage 5 is adjust, learn, evaluate, adjust. Stage 6 is building momentum. Stage 7 is always having a place to go. Stage 8 is completion. And stage 9 is living with your creation. And so I'll go through each of those individually and see how they relate to the other models I've already presented. Stage 1 of the Robert Fritz version, I'm going to call it the creating model or creating process. Stage 1 of the creating process is conception. And unlike the other models, this one really is all about, well, why are you doing this in the first place? What are you trying to create? And you don't have to know everything, but it's good to have a general idea. Is it a painting? Is it a song? Is it a business solution? Is it, what are you trying to create? Just have a general sense of what you're trying to do. Perhaps if it's in a particular genre, if there's a style that already exists and that you like, that you want to go for, the more you can kind of have a general idea of what you're trying to conceive of. That's essentially the first step. It makes sense that would be the first stage, because otherwise, why are you doing it? Stage 2 is taking that first stage a little farther. This is where you want to have your vision. This is where you want to identify what exactly is it that you're trying to achieve. This can be more like digging into the qualities. What do you want somebody who experiences your creation to come away with? What do you want to have them feel? What do you want to feel? What does it look like, or what does it sound like, or what does it feel like? You want to be able to get to a place where you would know it when you saw it. You have a clear goal in mind and a clear vision of what you're trying to achieve in mind. Stage 3 of the creating process is current reality, what Robert Fritz calls current reality. And this is really important to understand where you are right now, so that you have a really great sense of the difference between what your vision is and where you're at. My favorite analogy is the idea of if you're driving back in the day before GPS, if you wanted to get to Kansas City, which direction would you go? Well, the answer depends on where are you currently. If you're in Seattle, you're driving southeast. If you're in Florida, you're driving northwest. So knowing your current reality really helps you understand the path and the goal you need to take in order to achieve your vision. So it's really, really great to understand what current reality is and to try to achieve that as objectively as possible. You don't have to have a lot of judgment around it, but you just want to know, because it really helps your brain clarify what it needs to do in order to achieve the vision. I want to go a little deeper into these 2 stages, the current reality and the vision, because, and Robert Fritz focuses on this as well, the distinction when you have clarity, objective reality, and you have a clarity of what you really want to achieve, the vision, there is a natural tension that is formed between the 2 endpoints. And that tension is kind of a natural energy that you can tap into to be able to achieve the goal that you want to be able to achieve. You can actually leverage that tension for the purposes of creating, and it's a really powerful way to do that. I'll go a little bit more into that and then we'll move on. You can see the phenomenon of tension in music. When you learn music, one of the things that a lot of teachers talk about is this idea of dissonance and consonance, and the idea of going from building tension to resolution. And it's literally that exact thing. There are certain notes inside of a key that have a quality that don't feel finished. There's some kind of there's a desire for there to move, to hear a different note that relates to it, but is more, it creates a sense of closure or resolution. So there's tension and resolution, and it's a natural phenomenon in music. And if you listen closely to certain notes next to each other, you can kind of hear literally that desire, that movement to go to the next note, and then feel like, yay, it's resolved.